Look, I wasn't planning to share this with anyone, but when you feel like you're being erased in your own marriage, silence becomes suffocating. I'm Maya. I'm 31. And 5 months ago, I thought my husband, Devin, was the only person who truly saw me. Now, I'm starting to wonder if he ever really knew me at all. I'd just gotten out of a messy breakup, and he was this calm, steady presence who made me feel like I could finally breathe again. He'd bring me coffee at work, text me, just thinking about you in the middle of the day. He made me feel seen, like really deeply seen. And when we got married, I thought, this is it. I found the guy who will love every part of me, even the messy parts. But lately I've been realizing, maybe he only loved the version of me that didn't need too much. The easy version. At first, the way Devin touched me made me feel beautiful. He'd brush the hair from my face in the mornings, rest his hand on my lower back in the kitchen. Every little gesture felt like a private love letter written on my skin. I craved that affection. It was grounding. But then life got heavy. I got promoted at work, and with it came endless pressure and longer hours. My dad had a health scare. I barely had time to think, let alone decompress. And in the middle of all of it, Devin's affection started to shift from comforting to demanding. Every kiss lingered too long. Every hug turned into something more. Even when I was bone-tired, his hands would find me like they were searching for intimacy I just couldn't give. And the worst part? He never asked. He never demanded. He just expected that I'd meet him in that space like I always had. But I couldn't. Not anymore. So I started pulling away. Subtly at first. A shorter kiss in the morning. A quick I'm tired before bed. I thought he'd get it. I thought he'd notice. He didn't. Or maybe he did and didn't care. One night, after another exhausting day, I sat on the couch scrolling mindlessly through my phone. Devin came over, wrapped his arms around me, and kissed the top of my head. Sweet. Until his hands started to wander, and I tensed, not out of anger, just sheer fatigue. He pulled back and looked at me, confused. You okay? And that's when it happened. I didn't mean for it to sound so cold, but it just spilled out. Can we just sit without it turning into something else? His eyes clouded. He didn't say anything, just nodded and walked to the kitchen. That night, we didn't touch at all. And for the first time in our marriage, it felt like a wall had gone up. Over the next few weeks, Devin changed. No more surprise kisses, no more reaching for my hand while we watched TV. He was still kind, still respectful, but distant. Like he'd been shut out of a room he didn't know he wasn't supposed to enter. At first, I felt relieved. I had space, room to breathe. But then something unexpected happened. I started to miss it. The way he used to light up when he looked at me. The way he used to press his hand against my thigh when I was talking. Not to turn it into anything, just to feel connected. I missed feeling desired, wanted, loved with that unspoken fire. So I tried to bring it back. I initiated more. I reached for his hand. I kissed him deeper in the mornings, but it wasn't the same. His responses were gentle, hesitant, almost calculated, like he was afraid of crossing some invisible boundary I'd drawn. One night I finally asked him, "Why are you so careful around me now?" He looked at me and said, "Adi, because I don't know the rules anymore. I used to think touching you meant connection. Now I worry it means pressure, so I'm trying not to make you feel like you owe me anything." I didn't know what to say, because part of me wanted to scream, "But I do want you to touch me. I just wanted to feel safe, not overwhelmed." But I didn't scream. I just sat there, frozen, watching the space between us grow wider. By month 3, it felt like we were playing roles: husband, wife, roommates. He'd help with dinner, ask how my day was. We'd laugh at the same shows. But the spark, the heat, gone. And the worst part, I knew it was my fault. Not for having boundaries, but for not knowing how to express them without pushing him away completely. I tried to fix it, wore the dress he used to love, made his favorite pasta, even lit candles in the bedroom one night, something I hadn't done in ages. He smiled, kissed my forehead, and said, "You didn't have to do all this." And then he turned off the lights and went to sleep. I lay awake next to him, blinking into the dark, wondering how the hell we ended up here. We hadn't had a real fight. No betrayal, no screaming. Just quiet misunderstandings. That slowly drained the life from us. Last week, Devin went on a weekend trip with his brother. When he came back, he hugged me like he hadn't seen me in months. It was the first time in weeks I felt warmth behind his touch, and then he whispered, "I've been thinking a lot." I asked him, "About what?" He looked me straight in the eye and said, "About how long we can keep pretending we're okay." That's when I knew this wasn't just about affection or arousal or mixed signals. This was about two people who used to know each other's hearts, now standing in front of strangers. And the question hanging between us wasn't, can we fix it? It was, do we even know how to try?